This is Mandy at Laughing Grackle, and we are going to be having our wild moon today. So let's get started.
The star reverse. We're kinda trying to see the reason for the struggles we're in right now. We know that the road that the world has curves to it, but we didn't know it's a roundabout. We just need to look harder and trust the universe has something to teach us, even in these times. Six of Swords upright. This is a transition from one thing to another. We might be sad from the things that we are leaving behind, things that are so familiar to us, and we need to remember what we leave behind opens us up to other options to grow, inside and out, with mental clarity and new outlook on changing. Two of Cups reverse. This card is all about self-love, which starts with us accepting and appreciating ourselves unconditionally. When we respect and honor our authentic selves, we start to understand and believe that we truly deserve to happy with fulfilling and loving relationships. It all starts with loving ourselves. Eight of Wands reverse. We might have frustrations with patience right now. We might have to face that we might have created the obstacles that we face now, but we can't change the past. Forgive ourselves and change our strategy. There might be existing disagreements at work, but we need to clear them up and quickly before there's any serious problem that can harm our plans.
The star in reverse is, we're letting us know that we're having trouble seeing a reason for the reasons of why we're struggling. Now, we know, that the path is going to, up, down, sideways, whatever. And, in some of our cases, we didn't know that it was going to end up being a roundabout. And all we're going to do is just going to keep going around that tree. So, it's really hard to see past that. And, we just gotta trust that, the universe and our spiritual team have something to teach us. And sometimes we don't want to see that. But, it's in these particular times that it's going to show up. The Six of Swords. We're going through transitions, leaving one thing behind, which, makes us sad, because we're so used to it, it's familiar, all this stuff. But we have to remember, in order to grow, we have to leave something behind. That, if we don't leave things behind, then what's going to come in? We don't have any more room. We have to make the room for it. So, it's making sure that, we clear out these spaces for these new things to come in. And, we have to see another outlook on, why change happens. And, if we don't have change, then we don't have growth. So, you have to do what you got to do. Now, the Two of Cups reverse. This one is about loving ourselves. You know, accepting, you know, who we are overall and doing it unconditionally. And whenever we do that, we respect and honor ourselves. So that, you know, that brings in understanding and believing to our core that we truly deserve to be happy. And, you know, whenever we do that, the fulfilling and loving relationships follows. But it all starts with loving ourselves first. Now, the Eight of Wands reverse. We're having a lot of, you know, frustrations on our patience. We're not having a whole lot of patience in what we're doing. And, you know, in kind of hindsight, we start to realize that, you know, just maybe we created these obstacles that are in our way. So, you know, we might not be able to change the past, but forgiving ourselves and, you know, redoing how we're doing things is a good start in that. So, you know, we have to realize that, like, in our work situations, you know, we might be fighting with somebody else, you know, with, you know, a disagreement. But we really need to clear this up as fast and as quick as possible. And because if we don't, there's certain things that can come in and harm our plans. You know, if we still want to get our plans off the ground, we got to figure this out, and quickly. So that's going to be my read for tonight, and we are going to be having our shadow and our horror this coming up tomorrow. So come on back and see me, do like and shares, and I'll see you guys then.